Hi, everybody. Welcome to 周正秀and Beautiful Life. Today, I will introduce a very special person. She's not only superstar. Of course, she's a singer, famous singer, and author, trainer, teacher. Everybody know. Welcome to our show, Stephanie Spruill. Stephanie. Stephanie Spruill, thank you for coming on. I'm very honored to interview. I know you're very, very great as an artist. So today I'm very honored to invite you to come to our show. First, I want to know what the reason make you to be the singer.
Okay, I just want to let you know, first and foremost, I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy to be here today. And thank you for all of your invitations that you've given me, because this is my first time doing Chinese
TV station.
Yeah, this is my first time, so thank you and blessings to you. Well, I started singing when I was 3 years old. And I've always used to sing through the households. My mother and father always had music playing throughout the house. So I just loved it, and I started playing music in the orchestra because I would sing at church, I would sing at school, I would sing at the talent shows and everything. However, my mother wanted me to really learn music, so I started performing at school in the orchestra. So I played the cello. And so that's how I learned really how to be a team player and how to integrate the studying and all of the learning the notes and solfeggio in music to add to my voice.
I know you are a 4-time Grammy winner. That's not easy for a singer.
No, it's not.
That's achiever. You
Yes.
got a great achievements from
Yes.
The winning. So before you got the 4 times Grammy winner, I know many artists struggle for their, career, their life.
Yes.
So could you tell me a little bit about that time? So do you
Before the
before
Grammys
the
and
Grammy,
all
you got a
that.
winner before you really famous?
Oh, yeah,
Do
right.
you had really enjoy make somebody as an idol? Do you imitate some singer or some song? Do you have
That's a 4-part question,
Yeah.
so I'll address the first one. Like I said, I started very young in church and in school playing the cello and singing all the time in talent shows. And I noticed that every time I would sing a song, people would go crazy, and I said, okay, I think I want this to be my business, my choice to succeed in an industry, which was show business. Then I received a scholarship to the Young Saints Performing Arts School. I went there, and from the Young Saints, I started performing with Danny Kaye. And then from Danny Kaye, we performed at the White House, we toured the world, and that's when I really learned the interpersonal skills you needed in order to be successful in this industry, because I learned from the best, Danny Kaye. And then from there, with the skills that I had in school, in the orchestra, and doing talent shows, and doing, plays and everything, and singing in church, I started singing background. But I was prepared because I had the fundamentals of music to become successful. And the business side, my mother was a businesswoman and my father was a diesel mechanic, so I had the best of both worlds, learning how to really work hard, because this doesn't happen overnight. You have to really apply yourself and work hard at it. And from there, from the Young Saints, I went to the Eddie Cantor Foundation of Creative Talent. And from there, I started singing for different artists. Started doing recording sessions. Jerry Peters called me to sing in his group, and I opened up at the Apollo Theater, which is very big in New York, for Jerry Butler. And then from there, I started doing sessions. Everybody saw how I was a team player. That to me is together, everyone achieves more. So I love to have fun on stage. I love to work with people, and I also love being an artist.
Okay.
So you really have to show what you have going on at that moment. And I really enjoyed it. So I started getting called on many, many, many sessions. And the last question you asked was, how did I become singing on all of these hit records and platinum albums and also receiving 4 Grammys? Well, the first Grammy from working with Gloria Gaynor on I Will Survive, that was a Grammy winner and a quadruple platinum album. Then I worked with Donna Summer, which had Hot Stuff and Bad Girls and all these major, major records. And then from I Can Feel It, that was Irene Cara, which also won an Oscar for Best Music in a movie, and the movie was Flashdance. So, and then the last one was 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. And I played tambourine and also sang. And I was also on all of those songs, and for all of the producers, which would call me, or the record companies would call me to put together the aggregation that made this record a hit. So I added my skills as a background arranger and contractor. So that brought in the business skills I learned from my mother, and then the music skills I learned from really applying myself in the orchestra and everything that I had done. So I'm just so proud to have received 4 Oscars, 4 Grammys.
4 Grammys.
Yeah, 4 Grammys, and I've been nominated many times as the background singer, contractor, and also tambourine player on many, many, many hit records.
I know you are very achiever, great artist right now.
Thank you.
Okay, according to your introduction about that right now, you practice a lot. People see only practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of professional training.
Yeah.
And so after you are famous, before you're famous,
Before
you
I'm famous.
still working with a lot of artists.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I heard the Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And Elton John.
Elton John,
and,
yes.
Whitney Houston.
Houston
Oh,
and-
she's a superstar.
Yes, and Julio Iglesias.
Julio Iglesias, Ricky Martin.
Yeah, Ricky
I do a
Martin.
research in Google. I
Oh,
know you're working with them.
there you go.
So a little bit introduce who really gave you the impressed and you working with them, who really gave you the interesting story when you working together? Like
Michael Jackson, that's really an interesting story. As I mentioned before, that I'm also a contractor and I'm a vocal arranger, and the producers and the record companies call me to put together the aggregation, whether it's 500 voices or just 3 voices, okay? 3 singers. So Michael Jackson had called me and asked me to put together a group of gospel singers. So about 45, a gospel choir. However, at 3 o'clock in the morning, Michael Jackson called me and the phone rings, ring, and I said, hello. He said, hello, Stephanie? And I said, oh my goodness, this is Michael Jackson on my phone. And he said, hello, Stephanie? Can you also put together a children's choir? Because he loved children. He believed in paying back, and teaching young children. And he says, will you put together also a children's choir? Now, mind you, the session we were doing was in one day. So I said, okay, Michael, whatever you need, I will make happen. So
you
I
trust
hung
him.
up. Yeah,
you trust
he
him.
trusted me.
He trusts you. Trust him. Also.
Yeah, I trust him. I love him. He's like one of my idols. Is Michael Jackson, because he was brilliant. God bless him. And he taught so many people how to be a star, how to perform on stage, how to produce, how to write. I mean, he was a quadruple threat. That's what Michael Jackson was. And he was a spiritual being. God bless him. But anyway, so I did it, and this is the album that became
with Mike Jackson?
with Michael Jackson. It became a quadruple hit. And it was for the record, Can You Feel It? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And I sang the soprano, and I put together, it was like 60 voices with the children's choir and also with the gospel choir. So I directed the choir also, and that's what it says. Thank you, Stephanie, for directing the choir on Can You Feel It? So I worked with him in the studio. He calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning to put this record together, and I was highly honored to work with Michael Jackson. And this is for the Jacksons' reunion, the Triumph album. So that's when all the five Jackson, Jackson 5, they got back together because they weren't together at that time. So I was really blessed to be part of this prestigious record, to make
That's
this
really good.
a hit.
So I heard that Stephanie,
Yes.
you very enjoy working with Mike Jackson.
Oh, I
so
loved it.
I feel if you're working with a real artist, it
Yes.
doesn't matter he's famous or superstar.
Yes.
You enjoy it. Then you can really put your heart into it.
Yes.
And you can really express yourself.
There you go.
Then
And you can learn.
You can,
and that's what I love about it. You
that's
learn.
why I can feel you really enjoy working with Mike Jackson.
love working with
What
Michael.
else? There's somebody else?
Julio Iglesias.
Julio. Oh,
Julio
Chinese people
Iglesias.
know him. When I was a kid, I know him. He's a
Yes,
very
yes.
love song. He always sing a love song.
He
a lot
loves
of love
like To All the Girls
Yeah.
I Loved Before. And this is the album I received from Julio Iglesias that I sang on, is To All the Girls I Loved Before, the duet he did with Willie Nelson. I toured the world with Julio Iglesias for 5.5 years. I would sing many songs on stage around the world, in every part of the world, in fact, in Japan and everywhere. And the song we sang together is As Time Goes By, as a duet. So just rave reviews. So I was very blessed to work with Julio Iglesias. It was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And he has so much class, and I learned so much from Julio Iglesias. And all the girls and everybody loved them some Julio Iglesias.
So, Stephanie, I know in the United States there's a lot of singer and artists.
Yes.
Do you know why the superstar Julio, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Elton John,
Yes.
and Ricky Martin?
Yes.
That's also idol. A lot of young kids are idol.
Yes, of course.
So why the superstar choose you? Do you know that reason?
Yes, I do, because I bring a lot to the stage. I bring a lot to their projects. I'm also a vocal arranger. And I make up things like Billy Idol, from Morning, Morning. He's rock and roll. And he said on NHK TV, the Japanese TV station, he said, Stephanie Spruill brings things that we don't even think about. So I'm an artist, I'm a solo artist as well, but I don't mind giving back, to the artist, because it is a very fruitful career. So they call me because I bring a lot to their projects. I help make their projects hits. I'm a hit maker.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. So, Stephanie, I know you were invited to be the White House.
Yes.
And the head of the Queen, British.
Yes, the Queen of England.
And the Spain King, you sing for them.
King of Spain,
so
yes.
when they're
And
big
the Emperor
person,
of Japan.
the person they watch your show
Yes.
or say you're singing,
Yes.
what did you feel?
Oh, my Lord. To sing for the King of Spain and the Emperor of Japan and for the Queen of England at the Royal Albert Hall, and to be at the White House and sing for various presidents at the White House on 4 separate occasions and 4 separate administrations, it was overwhelming. It was like, wow, how is this girl from Compton have the blessing to sing before royalty? Well, I was chosen. I think I was chosen from God. I think God chose me because he knew that I would give it back to the world. I would give it back to younger students. I would give it back and, and not hold it all for myself, because this is something not everybody has the opportunity in their lifetime, plus to sing before kings and queens and royalty and presidents of the United States.
Okay. Stephanie?
Yes.
I know you sing for the famous person.
Yes.
You are famous, superstar.
Oh,
What
I'm just a regular person, okay?
when you are, I saw your a lot of video in the Google or YouTube. I do research before I interview today.
Yes.
You are really serious when you training young kids or your
Yes.
students.
Yes.
What do you really want to give these young students when you training them?
First and foremost, my first principle, my book, 17 Points of Longevity in Show Business, Staying Focused on Your Vision, it introduces confidence. We can't do anything in life, let alone show business, without confidence and focus and all the principles that I bestow on the young students. I want them to learn how to navigate this industry. It's not an easy industry. It's very competitive. It's very difficult to stay focused. So that's why that's my second principle. I just want them to be successful. And not everybody's going to make $1 million. Excuse me. Not everybody's going to be successful. But everybody will feel that they are fulfilled because it's their passion. Show business, singing, playing the cello, playing percussion, all of those gifts are my passion. So I've chose to take my passion and make it into a career and become successful. So I have principles in order to help you become successful in what you endeavor. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, whomever, a teacher, my principles teach you how to become successful. So integrating that in show business, it helps them immensely how to have interpersonal skills in order to navigate this industry. Show business. 2 hours on stage, the other 22, we're honing in on our skills and we're learning what to do and how to stay productive in our industry, which is show business.
Hi everybody, right now you're watching 周正访谈 Beautiful Life. Right now we introduce Stephanie Spruill, superstar and real artist and 4 times Grammy winner, and also he's an author, a singer, trainer, and teacher. So Stephanie, you
Yes.
introduce, you say, when you're training your students, you really ask them to show your passion. Show their passion.
Yes.
So passion is very important. Let me remember
Yes.
Albert Einstein said, when you give the passion, you get a half success.
There you go.
So I want to know, when I saw your video in the Google and YouTube,
Yes.
I saw a lot of video like you sing gold, like the golden, and you
Golden.
sing Dijama, Spanish. I really enjoy a lot of it. Yeah, I really enjoy that. So what do you really want to give the audience? Because I saw you on the stage, you are really concentrated yourself. You are passionate, show your passion.
Yes.
You are very active. Of course, you are a talented singer.
Yes.
So what do you want to give you the audience? You want them to enjoy you or singing? What do you want to give your audience? That's what I'm going to ask.
I want them to have the best time of their lives when they come to see Stephanie Spruill. I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer. I believe in entertaining my audiences. I believe in production because I'm a producer. So I add a lot of different elements, whether I'm singing in Spanish, which is my second language. I'm singing, maybe I'll put a little Japanese in there, or a little sesema. You know, whatever the language is, I will give my all. So I want my audience to enjoy themselves, whether I'm singing opera in summertime, whether I'm singing jazz, when I'm singing R&B, or I'm playing my tambourine, or I'm praising the Lord with a gospel song. I want them to know the passion, the love that I have for my music and for you as the audience. I love for you to come see me. I love for you to be happy when you leave seeing Stephanie Spruill's performance.
So Stephanie, I saw you the video, like you sing, you are producer of the Jamming.
Yeah,
That's
Déjame.
about it, Déjame.
Yes.
That's a love song.
Yes, that's
It's a love song. That Déjame, what does it mean?
Well, déjame means to leave me.
Leave me
You
no.
know, just leave me. Leave me.
Leave me. Okay.
Go away.
That's
Go away because
go away.
it's not working.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Okay. That song, I feel you put a lot of skills.
Yes.
There
yes.
R&B, there jazz, there opera.
Yeah.
So you are really talented singer.
Oh, thank you.
You
Thank
have a
you.
lot of the skills to put it. So you are a real artist. I think you get the 4 times Grammy winner.
Yes.
It's not easy because you are deserve it. Because you
Thank you.
put a lot of skills.
Thank
Could you
you.
little bit show our audience how you put everything together when you sing like opera? I think not every
Okay.
singer can do that. Please.
Say, for instance, because I love different facets of the industry, which is gospel, where I started, and then R&B, oh Lord, have the day. And then I studied classical music. Summertime, if living is easy, fish are jumping in the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mommy's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Oh, don't you cry. Oh, so I can integrate.
Oh, really good.
Jazz.
I'm my audience. I really enjoyed that. Really
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Okay, so you put all the opera, jazz, R&B together. So you have the talent in it. What do you think of the high voice? I think the opera, they really go to the high C
Yeah, I have a
and
four-
high E.
yeah, I have
the
a
where?
4.5 octave
Yeah,
range.
so what do you think of the high voice to be the professional singer? Because I know
a lot of people don't sing high.
Yeah.
That's one of my gifts. That's why so many artists would call me. I'm a true soprano. And I did a lot of sessions singing soprano. Like when I did Can You Feel It with Michael Jackson, I sang with the choir. Also, he said, Stephanie, I want you to sing your part by yourself. And he quadrupled it, kept me singing and singing. That's what made it so powerful when we go, Can you feel it? See, right in there, it made a punch. So, and all of those songs like I Just Want to Stop for Gino Vanelli, all those songs that added a lot of soprano, I was called a lot. So it was a blessing, it was a gift of mine, it is a gift of mine to be able to really hone in on that pitch and singing strongly and correctly when I sing soprano. And also singing soprano is not so much opera, I can do it also in an R&B, pop, jazz genre. So
Stephanie, do you have your own favorite song? Like you never forget that song.
You know
some
what?
song I know you're working with people.
Yeah.
Some song you like audience like it. Do you have your own, really your heart and soul? Feel some song your favorite?
my favorite song, because every audition since I was a little girl, was Summertime. I would sing it R&B, I would sing it gospel, I would sing it jazz, and then when I'm doing my own shows, I said I want to put everything into that song. Start out singing opera and then go into jazz and then end with opera, you know? So I said, Summertime. Summertime is my favorite
Summertime.
song. Summertime from Gershwin, George Gershwin, from the play Summertime, Porgy and Bess. From the play Porgy and Bess. When I saw that play as a little girl, I said, oh, I want to sing like that. I saw Mariam Anderson at the White House. I said, Mother, do you think I'll ever be able to sing at the White House and stand in front of the Lincoln, statue and sing like Mariam Anderson? And she said, baby, you can do that too. And hence, I sang at the White House 4 separate times, and I sing opera. So God is good. And always keep your dreams going. Young people and whomever you are, keep your dreams alive. Always stay focused on your vision, because it's a vision, it's a gift, it's a blessing.